Hey, what's up y'all? Goats here. Today I'm working on the green 4Runner again, trying to get it ready for sale. I just got done fixing the dents, so I figure while I'm at it, I'm gonna replace these rear shocks for the lift gate because they're super weak and they're holding right now, but I'll show you. You lower this thing down, you see it's got no lift. Try and go, and they're just weak. They'll hold, but not really ideal. So I picked up a new set. These are from Amazon. Nothing fancy here. I think they were like 25-30 bucks. I can put a link down below in the description so you know what I got, but these are pretty easy to remove. So I just want to show you real quick. You got a little C-clip right here. I'm going to use some needle nose pliers and maybe a flathead screwdriver and pop that C-clip off. And then the pin that holds the shock in place will slide out. It's the same thing on the upper side here. Got a little C-clip. I'm gonna pry that off with, like I said, needle nose or flat nose, or needle nose pliers or flathead screwdriver, and then pull the pin out. Repeat the same process on the other side. And then that'll just give this thing some nice lift when you go to open it. I keep hitting my head on it because it won't rise up all the way. But it's pretty common for these things to go bad, and they're relatively inexpensive to replace. So if you've got a 4Runner and yours is older like this one is and they're weak, spend yourself 30 bucks and put in 20 minutes of work and your lift gate will be back to new. So let's get to it. The first shock is on, looking good. Overall, not too difficult. I want to show you what I did to get the clip off. Took this thin flathead screwdriver, and the clip has these little notches in it. I don't know if you can see that or not, but I stuck the flathead in and then just pried it out like that very gently, and just kind of kept my thumb on it so I wouldn't lose the clip. And then to reinstall the clip, I use the needle nose pliers on the pin itself and then put the other jaw of the needle nose pliers on the C-clip, and then it's hard to do with one hand while holding the camera, and then just pinched the C-clip onto the pin and got both of them installed. So that side's done, and now I'll just repeat the same process on the other side. There you have it. Got the right side in. This job is a lot easier with a second person to help you hold the hatch up, but plenty doable by yourself if you just take your time. One thing that I noticed with these aftermarket shocks is that the opening here is a little wide for the C-clip to slide into its slot, so I had to take some pliers, these specifically, and grabbed the opening and just pinched it closed a little bit more to create enough room for the channel that the C-clip slides into to be visible. And then there's a square on one side and a circle on the other side, so when you put this pin in, you have to line up the square to get it to push through. And I found that having an extra set of pliers was helpful because I could put one jaw on the shock and one jaw on the pin and then pop it through once I got the squares lined up. Made it a lot easier. So let's see how this thing does now with new shocks. Yeah, that's much better. So when you go to open up your hatch, you got that good. Well, I pushed it down too far, but let's say you just give it a little bit of help. Much better. That's how it's supposed to be. All right, everybody, I appreciate you watching. Today we just put new shocks on the rear end of this 4Runner for the lift gate, and now it opens very smoothly, raises to the full height that it's supposed to, so you don't have to hit your head anymore. Super simple job, cost you about 30 bucks and 20 minutes of your time. You can do it by yourself. easier if you got another person, but you don't need that many tools. I used a flathead screwdriver, needle nose pliers, and a regular set of pliers just to make the job a little easier. I hope everybody's doing well out there. Y'all stay healthy, get out there, go exercise, get out in the sun, do something fun, do something that you love. I really appreciate y'all watching the video, and I'll catch y'all on the next one. See ya.